When it comes to playing styles in the same band, you can't get more different than Jerry Garcia and Bob Weir, the other one. But maybe that's what made the Grateful Dead so great, their differences. We'll look at those differences and how you can use that to your advantage to make your own play more captivating. When I was younger, I used to think that chords were for rhythm and scales were for solos. But then I heard the great Wes Montgomery. I was blown away by how he used chords in his solos. Check out West Coast Blues if you're not familiar with Wes. But I was a blues rock player, not a jazz player, so I didn't see how I could put that into my play. But it did get me listening for chords and solos, and pretty soon I started to hear them. Songs like Comfortably Numb or Back in Black had them in there, and of course Hendrix had that whole chord lead thing going on. But for some reason, it just didn't click for me. Then something really odd happened to me, and it happened in a very unlikely place, a Grateful Dead song. Now, I say unlikely because I was by no stretch of the imagination a Deadhead. But I had read in Guitar Player magazine an article about Jerry Garcia, and I wanted to pick up some of his style. So I picked one of the songs that I knew at the time that was a Grateful Dead song. It was Casey Jones, and I was in for a total shock. First, the chords differ from simple blues rock, and the D and the E7 are even outside the key of C, which I thought everything would be in at the time. And I also found that this ending sequence was hard to solo over, at least it was for me at the time. But an even bigger shock to me was that it wasn't Jerry Garcia playing that part of the solo. It was Bob Weir, the other one. By the way, if you haven't seen the documentary, The Other One, definitely check it out. It's great fun. But the biggest shock of all to me was how simple Bob's answer was to the question of what scale should I play over those chords? His answer, none. Simply play chord outlines. Check it out. C major, D major, F major, G major. F major, E7, G major. Now, I'm not saying that's the only way to play over the progression, but if you already know the chords, it's dead simple and it sounds great. But the real value of it is that it sets up a contrast, because after Bob's rhythmic play, it allows Jerry to do what he did best, create a memorable melody using country bends, call and response, and of course his trademark chromatic notes. Ending on the third of C. And then again, here's the call and response part. And the chromatic. Now, Jerry is definitely using a scale framework, but as we saw, he's using chord tones as well. But what makes the whole thing really great is that contrast between Bob and Jerry's playing. So let's have a quick listen to both of them together. So maybe it was that combination of Bob playing out of chords and Jerry playing out of scales that kept Casey Jones driving that train. Or maybe it was something else. Hey, let me know in the comments your favorite Grateful Dead song. Or You can tell me about a song that you had a breakthrough moment on. I'd love to know. So leave a comment and we'll see you on down the road.